Challenger World Season 2 is right around the corner, and I wanted to make a video pretty much on how you can progress as fast and efficiently as possible when starting off in this brand new world. So some things to remember: when you start off in this brand new world, you are going to have 0 Legion, 0 links, you're going to have 0 passive income. You're pretty much going to be starting from 0. The only catch is you are going to be having the passive from Challenger World Season 2, and that's about it. And obviously, as you progress more and more through Challenger World Season 2, this passive will progressively get better. But what are you supposed to do when you first spawn into Challenger World, and how are you going to be able to progress as fast as possible? Well, in this video, we're going to be going over all these small tips and tricks of how you can expedite your progress when playing Challenger World Season 2. So make sure you do watch the entire video, because we are going to be going over a few tips and tricks throughout this entire video. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first things first, when you spawn into Challenger World Season 2, what are you going to want to do? Well, the number one thing that you're going to want to do is level to level 200 as fast as possible. And the way that you're going to actually be able to level to level 200 as fast as possible is going to be through the magical hat. This is pretty much going to speed run you all the way to level 200, probably in sub 10 minutes. And then once you get to level 200, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the winter countdown, and you are going to want to get the strawberry farm ticket. Now, once you get the strawberry farm ticket, this is going to pretty much speed run you all the way to level 200 to 225. One thing that you can do before you go and get this strawberry farm ticket, or use this strawberry farm ticket, is go and accept your 5th job advancement. The reason why is because mobs are going to get progressively more difficult when you enter in the strawberry farm, so you're going to want to have a little bit more juice on your character. You can also go and accept some of the new items that you'll be getting in Challenger World Season 2 to help kill some of these mobs in the strawberry farm. So now, once you've done the strawberry farm and you have progressed to level 200 to level 225, what you're going to want to do quickly is actually leave that strawberry farm, and you're going to want to go and kill any daily or weekly bosses that you're able to kill. Remember, Challenger World Season 2 is going to open up pre-reset on Wednesday. You want to make sure that you kill any daily or weekly bosses ASAP, because those are going to reset, and that miso is extremely important in Challenger World Season 2. Make sure to try and kill Golux, and make sure to try and kill Arcarium as well. Golux obviously going to be one of the main DPS items to use, as well as Arcarium. Now, once you are level 220 and you've killed all your daily or weekly bosses pre-reset in Challenger World, what you're going to want to do is use those experience node stones that you get from the winter gift, and you're going to want to pump those all into Holy Symbol. Making sure and prioritizing as much miso and drop as possible early on is going to be the most efficient and quickest way to progress your character. So you don't want to use any of these experience node stones on any kind of DPS. You're also going to be getting 80 honor medals, which is going to be a total of 800,000 special medal of honor. So right when you finish that strawberry farm, one thing that you can do as well is try to roll that honor for a top line miso line, or if you want to be greedy, you can try to get a middle line or second line drop line. Remember, prioritizing miso drop gear is one of the most important things to do, and it's the thing that you want to do as soon as you spawn into Challenger World Season 2. Absolutely do not go and buy circulators from the cash shop. Remember, you don't have any passive income, and you don't have any way to actually make money. So remember, miso is your most important asset as you spawn into Challenger World Season 2, so you want to be as efficient as possible. Now, once you've rolled your miso line, and maybe potentially you rolled your second line drop line, what you're going to want to do is claim the event ring symbol selector from the winter pass, and you're going to want to use the event ring exclusive legendary potential scroll on that ring. And then once you do that, you're going to want to cube that ring again for miso prioritization. You can settle with drop, but I would highly prioritize getting your miso lines first and then going for your drop lines afterwards. This should allow you, if you've done all this right after the strawberry farm, to have 60% miso at the bare minimum, and then whatever percent drop rate you get from Holy Symbol, which now this is going to allow you to passively upgrade and cube the rest of your gear for miso and drop rate. And that's why you wanted to go and kill Arcarium as soon as possible, because now you'll probably most likely have that Mechanator pendant that you can passively cube as well to get a miso or a drop line on. Remember, getting miso and drop rate is the #1 priority that you want to make sure that you do when loading into a Challenger World. So now, once you've finished all these passive things after Strawberry Farm, what you're going to want to do is pretty much just go and train your character. And passively while training, what you can do is try to zero out every time you get enough miso for a pack of bright cubes, and try to cube an extra accessory item to get a extra line of miso and drop rate, because remember, the more you get, the more this is going to roll on top of itself. It's going to exponentially speed up your progression. Now, as you passively train as well, what I would recommend doing is once you get to level 245, you're going to want to use that magnificent growth potion on your character and instantly get to level 250. So now, once you've gotten to level 250, another thing that I would highly recommend doing is taking the symbol selector coupon and using it for your arcane symbol selector coupons. Now, I know a lot of other people are going to say use it on your sacred symbols. The reason why I wouldn't recommend doing that is because the arcane symbol selectors are going to give you the most amount of passive damage for the mobs around you, and they're also going to give you the most amount of passive damage for the C10 bosses that you're going to be killing. So remember, those C10 bosses are going to be giving you a ton of resources. Not only are they going to be giving you a ton of miso, but they're going to be giving you things like daybreak pendants, arcane box drops, potentially pitch drops, and soul urta depending on what level you are. So the earlier that you can kill these bosses, the better. So I would prioritize getting the arcane symbol selectors from the winter pass and using those as you get to level 250, so you can max out as quick as possible. And then now, once you've reached level 250, it's pretty much just smooth sailing. What you're going to want to do is just pretty much level as quick as possible. And then once you get to level 260, you're obviously going to want to complete your 6th job. And then from your 6th job, you can use the Soul Urta and Soul Urta Fragment Selector coupons as you desire. I would, however, recommend prioritizing the Soul Urta Fragments, as the Soul Urta is actually going to be pretty easy to obtain, since you are going to be getting a lot from the dailies and then obviously killing bosses and whatnot. Another thing that I would make sure that I do is save these VIP boosters for when you actually get to level 260. The reason why is because these are going to make getting your 6th job so incredibly fast. I'm pretty sure you can get your 6th job done in like literally 5 to 10 minutes if you have VIP boosters and 3x coupons, which we will have. So make sure you save those for that. So now that we've kind of gone over the whole path of how to get level 260 as fast as possible, I want to go over some quick tips and tricks that you can do to pretty much prepare yourself for Challenger World Season 2. One thing that you can do, and now this isn't 100% confirmed, but it's worth a shot doing, is making sure that you start your auto harvesting the day before Challenger World Season 2 and make sure that you finish it. And then once you spawn into Challenger World Season 2, I believe you'll be able to complete it, and that will allow you to get 300 coins right off the rip. And then once you get those 300 coins, you can actually go into Ardent Mill. You can purchase 3 of the herb selector pouches, and then you can use the herb selector pouches to get yourself juniper berry seed oils, which will essentially allow you to get 3 wops right off the bat. And then once you've actually gotten the 15 coins, you're going to need superior crystals. So one good spot that you can go to actually is Extreme Station 3. This is a spot that everybody goes to get quick superior crystals because of how quick the drop rate is. So make sure that you try to do that if you're able to. Another thing that you can try and do as well is when you get into Challenger World Season 2, depending on the amount of time that we have, you want to make sure that you get your Monster Park done right before reset, and then you can try and save those coins to buy a greed pendant. This greed pendant is going to give you a 20% drop rate increase for equipment, so this is going to help you get things like Golux items, Arcarium pendant, Dominator pendant, Twilight marks, and any other notable boss items that you're going to need. So make sure you try and get this greed pendant as soon as possible, and you can actually use this pendant for a second pendant slot to use while farming as well. And then of course as well too, when you do spawn into Challenger World Season 2, you want to make sure that you do any daily check-ins that are necessary right before reset starts. And then this is going to be one thing for anybody who actually does have some sort of MVP status. If you do have MVP, whether it's gold, silver, bronze, any of these, what you can do and what I will be doing is saving my MVP coupons from November 5th to November 11th, and then I'm going to be gambling that the patch does come up on time, and I'll be spawning into Challenger World and then claiming all of these as I get in, and then reset will happen, and then I'll have another reset of all these. Obviously you don't have to do that, but if you want to try to progress your Challenger World Season 2 character as fast as possible, I do recommend saving these things for when the patch does go live. But yeah, those are going to pretty much be all the quick tips and tricks that I can think of to help expedite and boost your progress in Challenger World Season 2. If you guys have any questions or other things that you guys think may help speed up progression in Challenger World Season 2, definitely let us know in the comment section below. If this video did help you guys give some sort of structure, leave a like on the video. Always appreciate that. It lets us know that you guys are enjoying the videos. But with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up the video for today. Hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.